Hello and welcome to the next YouTube video on my channel. In this video I will show and explain you how to completely destroy the Caro Kann defense in only 8 moves with a very nasty queen sacrifice trap. So let's get started. This trap then obviously starts at first with the key, also called the main moves of the Caro Kann defense. Pawn to e4 and pawn to c6, followed directly by 2 similar moves, pawn to d4 and pawn to d5. By the way, if you want to learn how to play the Caro Kann defense correctly without losing the game in 8 moves with the black chess pieces, feel free to check out the video link in the video description after you have watched this video. But the trap which I would like to show you in this video continues now with a very interesting sideline of the Caro Kann defense with bishop to d3. Because in most of the cases the Caro Kann defense continues with, for example, the advanced continuation variation with pawn to e5, or the capture variation here where we exchange pawns here, or knight to f3, and so on and so on. But this trap continues with a sideline after bishop to d3. Here our opponent continues now with the development of his knight by moving it now here on f6, also attacking our pawn here on e4. And now we start a little chasing hunt after our opponent's knight, starting with pawn to e5. The knight actually only can escape on d7, on which we continue with the crazy and actually unbelievable move, pawn to e6, attacking black's knight on d7 again. And here, this is actually just a gambit of the pawn. So our opponent can capture now with his pawn from f7, our pawn on e6, but this isn't just a gift or a loss of a pawn, this is definitely a tactical sacrifice. But before I'll show you why, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm really trying to reach the 1000 subscribers now to get monetized on YouTube, so I'll be able to produce more chess videos for you and for my community, and to increase the quality of the videos for you. Thank you. So back to the trap. We sacrifice our e-pawn by pushing it on e6, attacking our opponent's knight here on d7 for the second time. This is called the Mises attacker, also called the Landau gambit. How you can guess now, it would be a mistake for our opponent to capture our pawn here with the f7 pawn because of queen to h5 with check, which leads into a forced checkmate in the following 2 moves. Because black has to block the check now with the only possible move, pawn to g6, on which we play the crazy and brilliant move, sacrificing our queen here by capturing our opponent's pawn here on g6 with check again. Our opponent is forced now to capture back our queen with his h7 pawn, on which we just play bishop to g6, boom. That's checkmate with the bishop, with the light chess piece, and our opponent can't do anything against it. So you've seen now that this crazy queen sacrifice on move 7 leads to a checkmate for our opponent on the 8th move of the game. If you ever decide to play the Caro Kann defense with black, for example after watching the video link in the description about the Caro Kann defense, and you see that your opponent plays this very interesting sideline variation of the Caro Kann against you, then at first there's no problem to accept playing it. But when he plays pawn to e6 in this position, attacking your knight on d7 for the second time, then it's obviously a mistake, how I've just shown you, to accept this gambit and capture back or capture your opponent's pawn on e6 here with your f pawn, because of the already shown checkmate, forced checkmate in 2 moves. The best move definitely here is to escape back on f6 now with the knight, because, well, at first you have to escape from your opponent's pawn's attack on e6 with the knight, and you also protect the very important and dangerous h5 square, on which the queen can't move anymore, definitely. I actually don't like playing this sideline of the Caro Kann defense with black, because even if we don't fall for the trap in this position, so we don't capture our opponent's pawn here on e6 and accept the Landau gambit, and we play the best move, which is definitely to move or to escape with the knight back on f6, then our opponent can still capture our pawn here on f7 with check, basically forcing us to capture back the pawn with our king, because, well, in this position I really wouldn't recommend playing king to d7, which is the second possible option, because, well, we just leave an opponent's very annoying pawn here on f7, and we are just with the king completely blocking here the development of our chess pieces, for example the development of the queen's bishop, and of the knight here on b8. So the king has to capture back the pawn here on f7, and now already on move 6 black has moved the king, which results into not being able to do the castling, either the short or the long castling anymore in this game or later in this game. And this is very bad for black, because the castling is very important, especially on beginner or on beginner niveau of chess, because it allows to bring the rooks here in the center of the chessboard, also connecting them on the last rank of the chessboard, and it brings the king in the corner of the chessboard, where it is way safer behind the pawn wall than in the center of the chessboard, or even better here on f7. So this was it then already with this video, in which I have just shown you how to fall for the trap with black in 8 moves, and also how to defend yourself with the black chess pieces if your opponent plays this crazy sideline of the Caro Kann defense with this very nasty queen sacrifice trap. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, bye!